Hot off the presses, Paperback Parade 116. 116 issues of Paperback Parade. I must be out of my mind. I feel like I'm 116 years old. But you know what? I love doing this magazine. I love every issue of this magazine because every issue is filled with things you've never seen before, things that are wonderful, incredible, and marvelous in the world of books. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at this issue now. It's 100 pages, full color, digest size, $15 with postage. And the lead article is on the LA Bantam books, which are a very rare series of books, highly collectible. Here's a few of them. This is The Shadow and the Voice of Murder. And actually, that's the original, the first one, The Shadow and the Voice of Murder. And then they reprinted it with an illustrated cover. And these are very scarce and collectible books. It's not just a few smattering of some of the ones that are inside. Tarzan and the Forbidden City is illustrated cover, and The Lone Ranger. And the article here is by James Fitzpatrick, who's been doing a lot of articles for me in Paperback Parade, with help, in this case, by Don Gray, Tom Lesser, Attila Glennis, who all contributed to this issue. This issue has my paperback talk, where I talk about different books. A lot of new books that have just come out, and things of interest for everybody. And then we get to the articles, there's some ads, then we get to the article, LA Bantam, Paperback History and Checklist. And Jim has gone through an exhausting, very detailed and well-researched list of all of the LA Bantams with all the history behind this series of books, not related to Bantam Books of New York. This was a separate series published out of Los Angeles, and it's just chock full of information on these books with all the covers shown, including many variants. So it's a wonderful issue, and if you're into rare vintage paperbacks, this will really give you a lot of information on this series. Next is an interview that I did with Alan Dean Foster. He's the Dean of Science Fiction Writers, a really great guy and a very, very talented writer who's been writing now for 50 years and wrote a lot of material that a lot of you wouldn't really know about. You know, he did movie tie-ins for Alien and Star Wars and Star Trek, and then all of his great science fiction books. There's so many. He's a terrific guy. And then he also did the Star Trek log series, which adapted stories from the Star Trek animated series, which continued the 5-year mission of the Enterprise. So after the show went off the air, after 3 years, there was a 2-year continuation, but it was in the half-hour animated series, and Foster put those all into novelized the scripts. Matchless Paperbacks, Hank Sears by Richard Green. Richard Green also designs the issue. And Penny Thomason and also Morgan Wallace give us a great look at a British Gangster Digest writer, Beavis Winter. And that was his name. He was a British author who wrote all of these books as Al Boca and under other names. Really great, very collectible, hard-boiled crime novels. Just great stuff. Very scarce today, very hard to find. Great titles. You Can't Die Here. She Was No Lady. Build Me a Blonde. These are just great stuff to read. And also articles on The Day of the Triffids by Jules Burt. Jules has a great YouTube channel. I also have this YouTube channel, but Jules has been doing it for a while longer than I have, and he does great articles and material on books and all kinds of things. And this is one of his favorite books, The Day of the Triffids, which is a great book. So there you have it. Also, there's an ad here for the Pulp Adventure Con, which we just went to and I did a video of. So if you like science fiction, fantasy, horror, all genre of vintage and collectible paperbacks, rare paperbacks, then Paperback Parade is the magazine for you. It's $15 plus postage. You can get it, copies on eBay and also through my website at Gryphon Books, which will be in the bottom of this, in the description here. So I hope you like this little look at the new Paperback Parade. 116 issues so far and still going strong. I can't believe it. This is the 30, I can't see and I can't read upside down, but it's 36 years that I've been publishing this magazine.
You should know that without reading it.
I've been publishing this magazine for 36 years. Wow. It's amazing. But you know what? I really love it because every issue we have things that are new and different, amazing, just cool stuff that pops up. There's so much stuff in this hobby, in the book world, and especially the paperback book world. A lot of things, these things have never been covered before, and we cover them in American paperbacks, but also British, Canadian, Australian, European, vintage era material that a lot of it's never been seen or known by people, and that's why my idea is to let people know that these books are out there. They've been published, and some of them are very rare. You don't have to collect them, but the thing is just to know that they're there, just to know that these books here, these are pretty rare, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to buy them or find them. They wouldn't be able to afford some of them if they came upon them. They would see an outrageous price and say, wow, that's crazy. But just to know that the books were published and that these books do exist, I think it's important that people know that, and that they can collect them or not. You don't have to collect them, but just to enjoy them as books and as items that have historical significance.
And you're still learning things every day.
And yeah, you're learning things every day. I'm learning things every day. 36 years, and I realize how little I know. I think as you get older, I think I forgot a lot of the stuff from the early 36 years. So, yes, my helper over here, the imaginative voice, gives me a lot of good ideas, and just keep Paperback Parade going. I love doing it, and I hope people enjoy it. And I hope that it kind of keeps the history of some of this publishing that has died away, and it's our history, it's our customs and civilization, and this keeps it alive, and so people are aware of it. And I hope you enjoy this look at Paperback Parade 116. Can 117 be far behind? Yikes! Bye, folks. See you next time.